Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Cycle 3, Day 12 of The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. Today is a wonderful day. We're going to pay tribute to all the people who made a difference in our lives, magical people who made a difference in our lives. And I love how Rhonda frames this. There's people that come for an instant. There's people that come for a long time. But people come in and out of your life for reasons. And sometimes we get very sad when they leave because we don't understand why, but we're very transient beings. We move around. It's part of who we are, but we are also couriers of information. And when people come into your life, a lot of times it's for something you need to know. Not necessarily a long-term relationship, but something you need to know. And what's magical about it is that often it happens at the right time in the right place, that you needed to know these things to help yourself. And they could be inspirational. They could be guidance of some other kind. Could be someone that just lifted you off the side of the road before you got hit by a car. Angels are everywhere. And that's what I call them, angels. They come here to share something with us. And sometimes we don't know what that is at first. And then once we get the information, they disappear. They've done their job. So we want to pay tribute to them because they help us through our lives. My mother was a big driving force for me, especially when it came to communication. She was a very good listener for everybody except herself. And I look at that now and I kind of giggle. Like, she was the greatest listener. She was always there to support you as much as she could and to motivate you for your dreams, that everything was in reach. No matter what it was, we could accomplish it. And I loved my mother for that. My mother was always our cheerleader, no matter what. And I miss that sometimes because, you know, when you have a rapport with one of your parents or a sibling like this and they're gone, you feel it. You really feel it. My mother's in a good place, but I do miss her. And she was a big advocate for me to strive for the best, to strive for my dreams. And my mother taught us manners. Oh, she was a stickler about manners, table manners, how we spoke, how we conducted ourselves. She was very much in that kind of traditional sense. And I love that. But there's been other people that have graced my life in so many ways. Just when I needed that affirmation or confirmation or something that I needed, all of a sudden it was right there. And it shifted me out of where I was. And we remember these people, not always, but we do remember them and how they helped us to either course correct or to get back on track, or maybe just to realize something about ourselves, that we're just magnificent spirits in human form. Regardless, we're going to pay tribute to them today. And what I would like you to do is I would like you to think about 3 people that have come into your life just when you needed it, just when you needed that, let's say, that inspiration or that motivation or just that ear. People who've come. Now, some stayed and some left, but it doesn't matter. You remember when they've affected you in a way, that they've helped you to see something and get on track. You remember this. And so today we're going to pay tribute to this. You know, you're going to write your gifts, 10 gifts, why you're grateful, reread them. Thank you, thank you, thank you with all your heart. You're going to put your stone, which my stone is in my room now. We're going to do that. Then you're going to take that and put it to your top 10 list. Because this energy we're doing when we do our gifts is very powerful. So we're going to take that and put that back into, take that energy and expound it through our top 10 list. Then you're going to sit down sometime through the day and think of 3 people. Write their names down. You don't have to write it out, but write their names down, who you want to talk to. And then take a moment and talk to them in your mind and tell them how grateful you are for everything they did for you. And the more detail, the more emotion you feel. And I think by now we're all understanding that our emotions are really rocking us. They're really moving us where we need to be. And not in an uncomfortable place, in an awesome place. Because life is about a balance. Well, I'm going to say a flow. We call it balance, but it's like a flow. It's a beautiful flow. You know, we have to flow with our emotions and our logic and our reason. We have to flow with this. It's part of who we are. We cannot be without the other. You cannot be all logical. You cannot be all emotional. You have to have a flow. And this is what we're finding. It's a beautiful balance that each person will have for this flow. Now, mine's a little bit different than yours, but it doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just what is conducive for you. What helps you to get where you need to go. So I'm going to read you my gifts. And what I did today is I kind of focused around, this today, the magical people in your life that made a difference. So I kind of focused on that. And I thought, well, I'm not going to write this in my journal today as my gifts. And I'm going to focus on 3 people as well, too. Thank you for all the wonderful angels that have come to help me in my times of need, because they have refocused my compass and pointed me forward. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all these magnificent people. Thank you, these angels. I am so very grateful for my wonderful mother, because she taught me to be kind and to always follow my dreams, no matter what they were. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so very grateful for Mama and Papa, the grandparents, because these loving, kind people were so infectious with their joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Mama and Papa. Thank you. Thank you for my dear friends, Jim and Linda, because their loyalty has been a gift for these 43 years. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your wonderful friendship and love. Thank you. I'm so very grateful for my sister, because she has listened to me, loved me, and cared for me through all my crazy challenges in this life. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my sister. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so very blessed for my daughters, because no matter what, they have brought me a lot of joy in my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my daughters. I'm so very blessed for my beautiful grandbabies, because these wonderful creatures have blessed my soul with such joy. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my wonderful grandbabies. Thank you. Thank you for all the wonderful, powerful women that have flowed into my life, because we enjoy each other's company because we're on the same page. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all these wonderful, powerful women that have been orchestrating such beautiful things in my life. Thank you. Excuse me. I'm so very grateful for my precious little kitties, because when I had my cats, they comforted me and they were great, very great company. Thank you for all my kitties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the bottom of my soul, I am very grateful for my medium gift, because it has opened my eyes to life in a bigger picture. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for my medium gift. Thank you. Thank you for all the beautiful messages that have come to me today, because I am open to receive. For all these wonderful messages, thank you. I'm so very blessed for all the positive people that seek my services, because I love helping people. Thank you. Now, these are the gifts I wrote, and they were kind of a muscaline mix, I call it, where it's part of what we're working on today and part of my other stuff. Now, you may find that you will write things constantly. Excuse me. And I don't want you to be freaked out about this, because it's good to be grateful every day, you know, that you're alive, that you can walk, talk, or great, I'm grateful for my gift. I'm grateful for all my clients. I'm grateful for everything that flows into my life. And I don't mind saying it over and over and over again, because it keeps me focused and pointing forward. And our top 10 list is really important too. I put it away, sorry. This is so important in this cycle. Once you've done this with your, you've wrote your gifts, you're going to bring that energy into the top 10 list and apply those feelings that you have just come through your 10 gifts with. We are expounding the gratitude on such a momentum that it moves things very quickly. So you will do this right after you've done your gifts. Then through the day, if you can do it in the morning, that's great. 3 people that you want to celebrate all the wonderful things that they've done for you, that they magically helped you with in this life. Remember them. Remember the people that were there for you, no matter how big or small. It's so important. So you go about your day tonight. Okay, you will read the chapter for tomorrow. I'm going to say you're going to hold your stone and you're going to think of the most wonderful thing that happened through the day. Say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your stone, okay, on your night table. And then you're going to go back to the top 10 list before you go to bed. And just go. Let your imagination flow. Like you're already there. You can smell it, taste it, touch it, feel it. These are the emotions that move things. And why do you think when people are praying for others, when they're in this deep emotional state, that prayer helps? Because we're giving them all this love and joy. And it's going to them. So your top 10 list is important. And this is what this cycle is about, showing you exactly who you are, how you can create the most magnificent things in your life, effortless and easy. Because if gratitude is the only thing you have to do, I think that's a great job. Because what I've discovered in these last few years doing this book is that the kinder you are to people, it doesn't matter what they're going through, they remember. They remember it. And you may not benefit from it right away, but later on, they won't forget you. No matter what has happened, it will come to them to be grateful for you. And that's what happens to me. I go through my database of people, and no matter if they're in my life or not, I am grateful for whatever they brought. But things change and people move on, and our ideas and our goals change. So people change with us. And that is what life is about. Moving through life, effortless and easy. Almost like a feather that's floating in the wind. Doesn't know where it's going, but it's just going to go with it until it's brought to a place where it needs to be. And that's what we're doing now. So I'm so excited to be doing this. This is just working so well for me. I'm sure it's working well for everyone else. And please keep giving me your feedback. I love it. And I look forward to tomorrow. And please, everyone have the most wonderful day. We are getting wonderful energy, wonderful weather. I know later on, well, tomorrow's going to rain. Apparently rain's coming, but I'm going to pray for it to be sunny and full of warmth and sunshine. And if we all do that together, well, we can shift that weather too. Everyone have the most magnificent day, and I look forward to tomorrow.